The smoke detector beeped and the oven exhaled a black cloud, but the tray was empty. My husband insisted he'd had a lasagna in it for half an hour, and I counted the seconds to keep from screaming. I turned it off, opened the windows, and he claimed I'd taken it out and left it on the counter. There was nothing there. That was the first thread in a skein that had been tightening for months. The little things grew. Bills I swore I'd paid that turned up unpaid, lost keys that appeared in the lining of my purse, appointments rescheduled by me that I could never remember. He said the stress was getting to me. He brought me vitamins, sleep tea, and a planner. I started writing everything down. One early morning, his cell phone vibrated in the bathroom. On the screen, I saw plumber Victor with a blue heart. He said he was the only cheap nighttime plumber. The next day, the home insurance receipt was missing from the drawer. The bank reported that the account had been canceled at the account holder's request. I wasn't the account holder, he was. He claimed he called on my behalf because, according to me, you wanted to save money. My sister said he asked her not to burden me with gossip. My sister-in-law wrote that Luis didn't pick up the child as agreed, and he maintained that I had changed the plan. I checked his calendar. Meeting on the same days my father needed emergency care and my nephew's school summoned a tutor. Someone was orchestrating my absences to later accuse me of forgetting. I decided to test reality. I installed a camera in the entryway, another in the blanket closet, and an app to record my calls. 2 days later, I forgot to turn off the iron. The video showed Luis plugging it in when I left the clothes in the washing machine. Then he turned up the thermostat and turned on the gas. Afterward, he sent me to the storage room for fabric softener. I returned, and he pointed to the smell, worried about my absent-mindedness. A court summons arrived. Overdue car payments that, according to him, I had decided to stop paying. The joint account was now being managed by the building manager's cousin. That night, the security camera caught Luis unlocking the bathroom window and wedging it shut. At dawn, he told me I had left it open and that we should move to a friend's apartment, a steal if we signed quickly. I agreed to sign, but not his paperwork. Before seeing his friend's notary, I went to another one with my father. I left the power of attorney preventing any rushed sales and authorized the release of my videos if they tried to force the sale. I also printed the plumber's call log. That midnight, when the blue heart returned, I opened the door with 2 officers behind me. Victor turned out to be a salesman for a real estate agency linked to the building manager's cousin. At the police station, Luis said I was imagining everything. He asked for water and said he noticed I was confused. I didn't respond with screams or tears. I placed the box of pills he had bought me on the table. I had no prescription and no real doctor. I handed over bank statements, calendar screenshots, and videos. My sister-in-law recognized the salesman's voice. My sister lowered her gaze. The agent sealed the door. There was no spectacle. There were signatures and a suitcase with the bare minimum. I slept in the nursery at my father's house. The next morning, the oven smelled of clean metal. I made toast. I reinstated the policy, notified the school, and organized my paperwork. I breathed without permission. My husband's lies tried to break me. With my evidence, I closed the door, and for the first time in months, my memory was clear again. I returned to my center, calm.